Not this.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. It's one of those days, y'all. It's cool.
It's one of those days.
Yes, Sona. If you don't watch Junior Eurovision, then you have no clue what we just referenced. But if you do, then you're in the know. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where not only can you see us, and it's also where the tea is piping hot and we are ready to spill. I am president of the Cornbread, the Stack Jeté fan club, Logan Murphy.
And I'm your fellow friendly non-binary Filipino-Canadian hot miss hailing all the way from Toronto, Sam Monteverde.
Yay! Also, new cup alert. It's not really all that new. It's like a month old, but I think this is my first time sharing this beautiful mug on the channel.
It's her debut, guys. It's her debut.
It's pancake.
Pancake and cornbread. We love to see
Pancake,
it.
the breakfast jeté.
There you go.
But no, so there's a really funny story with this mug. So one of my part-time jobs is working for an estate sale company. And at the last estate sale we did, I saw this mug and I was like, this is fucking cute as hell. I'm going to buy it. And all of my coworkers were like, wait, it's a honeycomb. When I was walking around saying it was a stack of pancakes. And I was like, no, it's pancakes. Like, it's very clearly a stack of pancakes. And they were like, no, it's honey. So I look on the bottom because one of my coworkers was like, well, doesn't it say pancake on the bottom on the label? And sure enough, it does. I'm not going to show y'all because that would require dumping out all of my coffee, which is not good. But yeah, it literally, the label on the bottom says pancake. And so I got to prove all of my coworkers wrong. And it was like $1. So
that's pretty good for $1.
Right? Like...
And also, I was able to immediately see that was a stack of pancakes, especially having that.
Well, okay. So this side has the syrup.
Oh, okay.
This side doesn't. And so this is what most people saw.
Okay.
But then, like, the base is a plate and the handle is a fork. Like, there's 3 little things on top here. It's going to be really difficult for me to show it.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, so, like, the gotcha. Handle is a fork, and so it was like fairly obvious that it is indeed a stack of pancakes. But yeah, so that's my story today.
I just got my mug as a gift from my baby sister years ago.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. It's so weird that she's 9 years old now. So like
my little brother is like 13 and I'm like, I'm old. This is not okay. Like, I'm also not that old, but if Lana was here, she would yell at me for calling myself old. But literally, like, I feel really old because my brother's 12, actually. He's 12. He'll be 13 this year. And I'm like...
It do be like that. It really do be like that.
It truly do be like that. But we're here today for the premiere episode of RuPaul's Best Friends Make Him Laugh race. And I'm excited.
I'm also excited.
This was an incredibly solid premiere. It's so good. It's everything we've been asking a premiere to be. And I never thought we would get all the things that we wanted, but somehow here we are getting all the things that we wanted. Yeah. What we didn't get today, unfortunately, is Natalia, Nathan. She's a busy bitch. And so she was not able to be with us today, nor were any of our other friends that watch Drag Race. So it's just us. I swear there will be more people here usually. More opinions, more homosexuals, and maybe some non-homosexuals. Who knows? I don't, because I know very few non-homosexuals that watch Drag Race. But yes, I also love that y'all can probably hear me more clearly because we bought a microphone. Finally. So we love to see that. Just wanted to bring that up because my audio's been crunchy in some of these videos. I've listened. Right. I know. It's been crunchy. Hopefully it's a little bit better today. But yes. So should we just dive into it?
Let's get into it.
All right. So we do have a split premiere, which we knew about. So we have 7 queens entering the workroom. We're going to talk about their entrance looks at the same time that we talk about their performance looks. Because we have still images of both of those. And then we have, we're going to watch a video from Twitter for the runway looks later on. But overall, Sam, what did you think of this premiere? What were some of the highlights for you? Willowpill. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. I hate it so fucking much. Oh my god.
No one asked for it. No one asked for it.
No one asked for this, RuPaul. She truly was RuPaul tonight, and we'll talk about it when we talk about the critiques. Rude ass Paul. No, I love Willow.
And Cornbread, of course.
Oh my fucking god. I've seen so many people. So I also want to point out on the topic of Cornbread, and obviously Carrie, we will talk about Carrie as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm really fucking happy. I don't know if you saw, but the first 2 queens to reach 100,000 Instagram followers this season were Cornbread and Carrie.
I did see that on Twitter.
I love it. I'm like so happy.
Actually, I only saw that they did reach 100,000.
Yeah, they were the first 2. It's so strange because by now, like by the time it premieres, there's already like in past seasons there have been queens already at like 150, 200. And then by the end of the season, some of them reach 1 million. I know Gottmik reached 1 million by the end of the season last season. I'm forgetting who else, but this was a season of like, no one really had like a huge Instagram following going into the season. I want to say the largest followings, I think, were Georges, Carrie, Jasmine, I think. Someone fact check me on that because I know that's probably not right. But I appreciate this cast overall so far really seems like girls that are here for the competition, and it's already shaping up to be one of the strongest casts ever. I would venture to say.
I would venture to say that too, and we haven't even seen the second half yet.
Literally, like this group of girls is so good, but everyone walks in. We'll talk about those looks here in a bit, but we get a good old-fashioned photo shoot mini challenge. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. It made me so happy.
It did make me really happy, actually. Yeah.
The only thing that would have made me happier is if Mike Ruiz was there.
Right?
Like, that's the one thing that I think would have made me happier, because good Lord, that man is beautiful. And fun fact, and this is going to expose me a little bit. Not really. I found Mike Ruiz the other day on Scruff. Obviously he didn't reply because I'm not his type, but I was like, that's Mike Ruiz.
Like, it is the
Mike Ruiz. Instagram attached Mike Ruiz.
I thought I was sick. I didn't know he was single, but
he's not.
Oh, he's not. What's he doing on Scrub? I mean,
open
I'm
relationship. Open relationship.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And I found out his sexual preferences, which is just lovely information to know. It's just a good time. I love having that information, and I'll never use it, but I love having it.
Watch when like the comments blow up in this video, being like,
oh my God.
What are they? What are they?
Literally. Speaking of comments and watching this video, Diabetes and or Deja Sky, if you are watching this video, hi, we love you.
Love you so much.
Both of them have commented on our videos, like commented on Twitter. Diabetes may or may not have subtweeted us. It's fine. It's fine.
It's perfectly fine. Totally not starstruck.
Totally not embarrassed that we called her promo look Candy Vomit, even though I fully stand behind the critique of it. But we'll get to talk about both of them next week, which I'm excited about. But yeah, so Photoshoot mini challenge. This one was one of the more unique ones where we see the queens get strapped to the finale lip sync SmackDown for the crown wheel.
Except it's like the last 3 winners, I believe.
It's the last 3 winners. So you have Jada and Evie on either side of you and Simone between your legs. Which I kind of love.
I kind of love that too.
I'm like, is it because she's the most recent winner? Like, is that why they did it? Or like the positioning was kind of weird for me, but
yeah, I guess especially using that shot of Simone with the little stuff coming out of.
Well, they always use.
It was that photo, right, of Simone?
They always use their promo looks.
Oh, it was a promo.
So it's all 3 of their promos.
Yes, they did use the promo looks. I guess because there's so much going on with Simone's hair.
The hair, yeah.
That it kind of looks a bit awkward between the legs.
A little bit. It kind of like stuck out a little bit, but I didn't like dislike that.
I wasn't too bothered by it either.
No. So the photos happen. I didn't pull any images of the photos because most of them weren't that great. I'm going to be honest. But we do have a winner of the mini challenge, and that is Miss Carrie Colby. She was I was kind of surprised.
I was surprised given that she was the struggle, right?
Well, yeah, because she has this, like, we'll talk about, like, the big chiffon moment that she has.
Oh, yes.
On the side. And it looked like she was struggling with that for the bulk of the mini challenge. And, like, her photo was good. I think for me personally, I may have given it to Alyssa. From what I remember, I really liked hers. Who else did I like? I liked Willow's. Cornbread rotating the wheel on her own was so unintentionally funny. It was
the jambalaya moment also stood out to me.
I don't even know what's in jambalaya.
He said celery.
Celery, like, girl. I mean, I have put celery in my jambalaya before, but that's because you start with a mirepoix, which includes celery.
Right.
So
I've actually never had a jambalaya in my life.
Oh my God. Okay. You need to come to the US and we'll take you to get jambalaya properly. We'll go to the proper places and get you jambalaya. Okay. I've made it and it turns out like fine, but I'm also white. So but yeah, so Carrie wins the mini challenge. She's gorgeous, so sure. I'm not mad at it. But we get the Maxi challenge, which is a talent show, which is typically only on All Stars, or Drag Race Down Under, or Drag Race Holland.
Yes.
We've never had it on a regular season of Drag Race in the US. And I love it. I'm going to be honest. I absolutely love. I've been asking for this to be a challenge at the very least on these seasons.
Right. Charisma. I believe they called it just
the charisma,
nerve, and talent, right?
Yeah, the charisma, nerve, and talent show. All that's missing is you. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I'll give you that one, Drag Race. That's fine. That's acceptable. That's fine. Yeah. But yeah, I've been asking. For me, I think it is a challenge that you could maybe do like right before the finale. So like a final 6 on any given season in the US, which they kind of did on season 12 with the like comedy, the Whoopi Goldberg challenge is what I call it. Yeah. Where Heidi goes home. That's kind of along those ideas where like do a comedy thing and like it's open to interpretation. But this I really like at the start of a season as well, because like, hi, it's the first challenge. Do what you're good at. And I think this is like, of the split premieres that we've seen it for 6, 12, 13, and now 14. I think of the split premieres, I learned the most about these queens from this season's split premiere than any other.
I would agree with that too.
Because it's just like, do what you do as your like gigs at home. Like it also felt like one of the most real Drag Race challenges, which I really appreciated.
I really appreciate that too.
But yeah, so just do whatever you're good at. So we see everyone de-dragging for the first time, and everyone's thirsting over Alyssa. All the thirst over Alyssa. I mean, he's hot. So
out of drag is very hot.
Like, you know who else
I personally also think that Orion is pretty hot out of drag as well.
I see it. Mine, other than Alyssa, like Alyssa is definitely like the number one. Right below that for me though is June.
Oh,
I think June's really handsome out of drag.
You know what? Also, Loki, I Loki think like Willow's actually pretty cute out of drag too.
I think they're all cute. I don't think
they all are actually. Yeah,
like, and like our trans women, Cornbread and Carrie as well. Stunning,
very stunning,
beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. Holy fuck! But yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. But yeah, thirsting over Alyssa. I mean, there's a lot of workroom stuff. Now, this is where the RuPaul comes in for the first time. So, Ru does her walkthrough. She's talking to the queens. None of them are like super memorable other than Carrie talking about how she was on a national championship jump rope team, which I love.
I love that too.
Love that. And then a lot of discussion, obviously, about Sasha Colby, who we love. Iconic, beautiful. Go check. There's plenty of videos on YouTube for the year that she won Continental. Go check them out. She's beautiful. She's also roommates with Kylie Sonique Love, fun fact. Or at least was. I don't know if they still are.
I love that.
Oh, yeah. Sasha Colby is one of the biggest names in like pageant drag and like drag in general.
Oh yeah, no bet.
Like I love Sasha. I love Sasha. But other than that, really the only other big thing is Willow getting to talk about her kidney disease. And she's like describing the symptoms. And there was something to do with like her eyes. And Ru was like, oh, how glamorous. And I'm like I'm about ready to start my petition to officially get RuPaul off of this show. He has gone beyond he has peaked. He is on a very sharp decline.
I think he's way past his peak.
I think he was at his peak in like season 7, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm just ready for Rue to go. Like, Michelle can stay. Honestly, I wouldn't hate Michelle hosting. I'm going to be honest. Because let's be real, she's a drag queen. That's a drag queen. So, like, I wouldn't hate it. There's a lot of people that probably would, and it's understandable, but also like Michelle's a drag queen, so she's judged like how many seasons now? At least like 15,
including All Stars.
It's over 20 actually, if you include UK and Down Under.
That is true.
It would be 22, I think.
Yeah. So she wasn't there for 1 and 2, and then so that'd be
3 through 14, all the All Stars, 3 seasons of UK, and Down Under is 22.
There you go.
So like, she's judged 22 fucking seasons of the show, and has been a part of the queer community, the ballroom community, the drag community for decades. Like, and she's still, unlike Rue, because they are of a similar age. I think they're a couple years apart. But like, unlike Rue, Michelle still has like a grasp as to like how like modern drag is evolving.
Yeah.
Where Rue is like stuck in her like antiquated, you got to make the same damn jokes in every acting challenge and every comedy challenge, boring ass bullshit. Like, but like honestly, I'm going to say it. The disrespect towards Willowpill this entire episode, and I'm going to presume the entire season, as long as Willow is on, was just cringy and like gross.
I wasn't a big fan of it either, to be honest. No. Willow deserves better.
Like, a kidney disease is not something to joke about. I'm sorry. Like, you didn't have the same, like, you didn't do all of this when Evie was on. You didn't do any of this, like, there are countless other people. I mean, she did a little bit in reference to, like, Ginny Lemon is kind of really, like, the only other, like, circumstance similar to these because of her fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's not, in the words of Sasha Velour, don't joke about that. Like, there's no reason to.
I think I was able to read into Willow's face as well that she was a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it was palpable.
Yeah.
At least for me. I felt it as well.
I also
but so was there any other workrooms things you remember that were super stand up to you?
Well, I remember all of them talking about their talents.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Alyssa saying, like, well, we'll talk about it later as well, but Alyssa talking about her talent as well, talking about how she's gonna play the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave it there, and then we'll talk about it again once we get to it.
Absolutely.
That. Oh, also, of course, everyone being like, yo, Willow looks like a 12-year-old.
Willow does look like a child. I have to admit, Willow looks like a child.
She does. I mean, I still find her pretty cute though.
Oh yeah, she's cute.
She is pretty cute out of drag.
Yeah. But I don't remember. Clearly nothing else was like super memorable for me because I don't remember it. And I've watched this episode like 3 times now, so
I've only watched it once, so
okay, that's fair.
I feel like there might have been a moment with Bosco, and it's not coming to me.
There's a moment in Untucked. We'll talk about it.
Oh, for sure.
We will talk about it. But should we just dive into the looks?
Let's get into it.
Fabulous. So we are going to discuss the entrance looks and the performance looks, and then we'll talk about the runway looks separately. Because I couldn't find most of the photos of the runway looks. So we're going to watch a video. Sorry about it. While we're there, first we're going to talk about Alyssa Hunter, who was first into the workroom in this Hunter look, because she's Alyssa Hunter. And then, like we talked about, her talent, if you could call it that, was lip syncing and pretending to play a guitar.
When she just said she was playing a guitar, it was... I love Cornbread's confessional during that too.
Cornbread's confessionals, period, were incredible. I love Alyssa's entrance. It's a little busy. It's a little busy around the waist for me, but I think she looks good overall. Like I wouldn't like complain about it per se. Mm-hmm. I think her performance look is great.
I love this outfit.
And then all she did was lip sync a rock song and lip sync playing a guitar. So it's obviously not the right chords that she's playing. No,
not even close.
No. Bosco!
I love Bosco, honestly.
I'm really, really liking Bosco. This entrance look. So the first thing I thought of, I don't know, Sam, if you watch the pit stop regularly, but
but I'm familiar. I know the pit stop.
So you might be familiar with a clip back when Trixie was hosting the pit stop. She's done like the last like 4 or so seasons. This season's actually hosted by Monet Exchange, which I love. The first episode was Monet and Trinity, which I love. It was a really cute moment. But there's a moment, I forget what season. I think it was All Stars. No, what season was it? I don't remember. It was either All Star 6 or season 13, where Trixie was hosting and had Kennedy Davenport on. And had one of the most iconic lines of Drag Race ever. Black stockings, white shoes shouldn't be allowed in the church. And that's immediately what I thought of.
I saw the comments. I saw a lot of comments saying that too about Bosco.
Bosco, literally, that was one of her, she posted a photo of this look, and literally the caption was black stockings, white shoes. I was like, girl. I'm going to be honest, I don't particularly love this entrance look. I think it's incredibly basic and almost too basic. Yeah. But she looks good, is the thing.
Yeah, no, I'll have to copy and paste that as well.
Yeah,
I really love her phrase though.
Her talent was so good.
No, I mean when she walked into the workroom.
Yeah.
Let's just make a difference, guys.
Let's just get out there and make a difference. I love that.
I love that so.
I'm loving her. What we've gotten so far, I'm gonna be very honest, has been a little on the basic side. So I'm hoping that she can step her rose flower, whatever, up. But yeah, so her talent was burlesque, which we've seen, but she also describes herself as a burlesque queen.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we've seen, obviously, 2 of the best burlesque performances ever from Roxanne Andrews and Ben de la Christ. But I thought this one also was really good.
I really enjoyed this one too.
The pedals
is so very clever.
This is the closest, I think, to like actual burlesque that we've gotten to, which makes sense because that's like her thing. But I thought the performance of it all was really, really good. Personally, I would have had her just as safe. And by the way, RuPaul said some things in the episode, she was high, and I kind of disagree with that. We'll talk about it because I kind of disagreed with a lot of the opinions of the judging panel. But I thought Bosco did a great job.
Yeah.
So next, we are going to be talking about Miss June Jambalaya walking into the workroom in some biscuit baskets and a bodysuit with a turtleneck. And then her talent was African dance. Sam, what did you think of June?
I thought June was giving. Not in terms of the looks, but like,
yeah.
At least this first look, I wasn't too crazy for it. But she is beautiful. Like,
stun.
She is very beautiful.
I'm really loving her in the confessionals as well.
I'm also loving her.
Like, her confessionals have been really, really good. The thing with the entrance look for me, I wouldn't dislike it if the, like, turtleneck situation was more nude illusion. If it matched her skin tone, then with this, like, blue, like, this predominantly blue and purple and yellow sort of pattern, I think I would have liked it a little bit better. It's also a really interesting, like, spaghetti strap barely covering, like, the nipples, which is kind of weird for me. Apparently it's designer, and we find out from Cornbread when June walks in, that, like, she's a label whore.
Yeah.
Her words, not ours, which is interesting because I'm like, what designer is designing this look? Like, it was a little confusing, but I think I love this hair on her as well in the entrance look.
Oh yeah.
And then the talent, I thought she looked great. That headband was her inner saboteur, and she needed to let it go.
Yep.
But I actually thought the talent itself was very good.
I would agree with that too.
The headband just threw her off a little bit, and you could see her thinking after that.
It was the headband.
Yeah, but I thought overall, like, the talent of it all was really strong.
Very strong. So,
next up is Miss Carrie Colby.
Oh my God.
Gagatondra. This entrance look honoring the pride flag colors. The only thing I will say is I hate how high the high-low is. It just looks a little awkward.
Oh, that's fair.
I almost wish the high part of the high-low had been like right below the vagina line, I guess is the best way to describe it. And the low had been like at her like just above her knee. Like more of a sharp angle. I think I would have liked a little bit better. But like, she's stunning. And like I can't really fault it. I would just personally change a few things. And then her talent was jump roping while also lip syncing to acclaimed lip sync song from Drag Race, Anaconda.
I was living for this. I was living.
It was good. My difficulty was I wish the jump roping had started earlier.
I would agree with that too.
Because if you only have, I think, a minute, then you need to come out the gate, and we'll talk about the next person alphabetically because she came out the gate. But you need to come out the gate like doing what your talent is. Mm-hmm. And like, it's good to know that you know the lyrics to Anaconda. Like, I love seeing that, but I just wish there had been more jump roping if your talent is jump rope.
Yeah. I also will say at a couple times, and I guess understandably so, that she kind of looked, while she was jumping, she looked very flustered.
She looked lost. I agree with that. But like, she's beautiful.
Very.
I'm just interested to see how far beautiful is going to take her. And I hope that she's able to like have some acting chops or like can design. Like, I'm hoping that she has like something else, because I fear that she's going to fall into the same trap that a lot of the like beautiful girls have in past seasons of not really being able to perform when she needs to perform. Mm-hmm. That's my fear with Carrie. I've seen her lip sync and she's good. So I'm not super worried in that regard, but I hope she can like, I hope she doesn't become a good drag queen that's not good at Drag Race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of my fear with her. But she's stunning. That's about all. So
wishing her the best.
Oh, truly. I love all of these girls so far. Like, there's not a single person I'm disliking yet. My opinions might change, but there's no one I dislike yet. Cornbread, the motherfucking snack. This was basically Cornbread's Drag Race.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. This entrance look, actually, fun fact, designed and constructed by Loris from Dragula Season 1.
Oh.
Yep. I saw that on Loris's Twitter, I believe it was. The entrance look is great.
I love this.
Beautiful.
I love it. Although on the wheel, it was a bit awkward because it kept on like.
Well, okay, the bitch didn't know that she was going to be spinning on a damn wheel in episode 1.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I just found that really funny.
I love also most of these entrance looks. I said this when season 13 ended. I was like, oh, are the season 14 girls going to come into the workroom and things that they can lip sync in just in case there's a season 13 twist again, like just in case it happens. Yeah, and most of these girls came in something they could very easily lip sync in. But we get Cornbread's Talent, which is an original song, which I would like to buy it. It is not currently available on any platforms, but I want to buy it. I want to listen to it on repeat in the middle of all of the Eurovision music that I'm listening to. I want to listen to this song repeatedly forever. The line coming out the box like Shangela, cut crease on fleek, that's Angula. Incredible.
Right.
In fucking incredible. I would go as far to say that this is the best Drag Race talent show song ever.
I would maybe say go to that.
It's up there at the very least.
It's definitely up there. It's for me, it's that and Moving Parts.
I would say actually it would be, I don't know what the title of this song is, but Cornbread song, Moving Parts, and honestly, Jantasy.
Oh.
Jantasy! I love
Janet, yeah.
Jan should have won that damn challenge.
Well, at least we had Cornbread to make up for it.
We absolutely had Cornbread. You know, oh my god, I love Cornbread. Fucking love Cornbread.
She looks so good in this performance.
This performance look is so fucking cute.
I love it. The hair.
Oh, the hair is everything to me.
The hair is everything. Like
the hair is everything.
So well.
The hair is everything. It's so good. Oh boy.
Okay.
So we've made it to the part of the program where we must discuss Orion's story. And I would like to start with the intense positives. This is actually my favorite entrance look of the episode.
I really like this look.
It's so good. It's so good. And like the Lana Del Rey comparison, I absolutely see.
I see it too.
This like shrug coat with the bodysuit. It's just so like everything goes together. Like it's polished and beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I had no qualms with it. And then the talent.
Which we hadn't gone to. Well, sorry. No. Which we find out later that
was not her first choice.
Yes.
It's difficult because like the idea of knowing that she wanted to do an original song as well and not being able to just makes me wonder, like, would she have stayed had she had an original song? That we will never know.
I wonder how she would have looked as well, because I'm pretty sure this wouldn't be her look.
No.
Song.
No. Unless it was like a workout song. And in that case, girl, don't do that. Yeah. Run as far away. No, I won't say that. This character, like, and a lot of people were saying it in Untucked and also like in the critiques. This is a character that could be built on. I really liked the character itself.
I like the character itself too.
She just wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Like, and it's upsetting because I really like her and I think she has a lot of talent, but it just.
Also, the hot shit in the chamber thing went over my head.
Oh, did it really?
It did.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I'm like, I don't get it.
Oh no.
I'm very uncultured. So.
Oh no, it's fine.
Please explain it to me after this episode.
I will. All right, last up is Willowpill. This entrance look, I want to hate it. I don't,
right?
But I want to hate it. Like,
usually this is something I would hate as well for the same reason that many others do. But you know what really does it for me?
Is it the same thing I was about to say? I'm curious. It's the angle. Yep,
it's the angle.
Absolutely. It's the angle. Like it. That in itself, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, she's in on the joke. Great. Like, that was like, okay, good. She gets it. She understands it. Good. Her talent. Now, this is something that's been discussed at length within the fandom. I watched a video today on whether or not the toaster was actually in the bathtub or outside of the bathtub. The great toaster debate of 2022, if you will. Oh. Yeah, a lot of people are confused. People apparently like tweeted at Willow asking if like the toaster went in the bathtub because obviously like toaster in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Y'all can assume what comes from that. And Willow literally responded with, it's up to your artistic interpretation. And I just fucking love that. Like, I love that so much. Like, yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Like,
no. The moment she walked to the workroom, I immediately knew what she was up to. I immediately knew what she was up to, especially given her promo look.
Yep.
And then she came out with that, and I'm like, yep, that's what I expected.
I also love that Drag Race has now paid for the rights to Only Time by Enya. Like, I love that as a fact. Like, y'all have the rights now. I need to see this as a lip sync song on All Star 7. I'm gonna be honest, like, I want to see drag queens on Drag Race lip sync to Only Time.
We need to normalize like slower songs like that.
Absolute. Imagine, okay, there's a song that I've wanted as a lip sync song for ages. It's never gonna happen, but I would lose my shit if a lip sync song on a future season was Angel by Sarah McLachlan. I would or Building a Mystery. Either song, I would lose my shit, Sam. Like, right. Can you imagine?
I would love. I actually would.
You're in the bottom for the first time, and the song that can save you or send you home is "In the Arms of an Angel."
Can you imagine Willow in her entrance look doing that? It says "Angle."
In the arms of the angle. Yes. Oh my god, I love that so much.
I'm very excited to see where Willow goes from here.
Yes. Hopefully we don't have to. We're gonna hear Willowpill the whole damn season, and I'm upset about it. But
it's the new Ivy Winters.
No, it's the new Oh yeah, no, it is the new Ivy Winters. I was gonna say, wasn't there another one? Or
there was Magnolia Crawford, but Magnolia
Crawford. I thought there was one on season 13. It was Utica. It was Utica where they were like random upstate New York towns. Utica, even though the bitch was from Minnesota. Like,
oh yeah, and it was a similar bit with Kennedy Davenport, where it's like Wingardia.
Yeah, LaGuardia, Newark, Kennedy Davenport.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, let's take a look at these runway looks. Category this week is signature drag. I fucking love it.
Yeah, like signature show-stopping drag.
This whole episode was like, just do what you're good at. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Don't make them write a fucking verse to a thing, episode 1. Make them do what they want to do. Like, yes. Thank you, production, because that wasn't RuPaul.
As much as I do like the girl groups.
I do too.
I do. But I think what they did here is a lot better for a start than girl groups.
Yes. So, okay. Let's do this. Let's do that. Maybe if it loads. We don't need sound. We're not sharing sound. She had painted her face green.
Yeah.
Or she had painted her face blue. Because then I think I may have been like fully engrossed in it.
Mm-hmm.
But like this, I can't say this is bad. And then rhinestone headphones, period.
Always a live.
Always good. But yep. So that is the runway. Sam, what was your favorite entrance and what was your favorite runway look of the episode?
My favorite entrance look would maybe be either Cornbread or Ryan.
Okay.
Actually, no, wait, Carrie. Oh, but like Carrie.
Right. Right.
No, Carrie.
Okay.
I really like Carrie's look.
Okay.
And then on the runway, I really like Alyssa's look.
Sure. No, that's fair. That's fair. I think for me, my favorite entrance look was Orion. And my favorite runway look, I think, was Carrie, actually. I thought everyone was solidly good. The attention to detail and the coordination of accessories for Carrie, I think, just brings it just a little bit higher than everybody else's.
I get that.
But yes, so we have the critiques. We have a winner. The first Maxi Challenge winner of season 14 of RuPaul's Best Friends Make 'Em Laugh race, Cornbread the motherfucking snack jete. Rightly so.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Not
Cornbread says, like
Cornbread said, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to win. And that's exactly what she did.
She said, ooh, like, I don't know. How does she do it? Like,
I don't remember.
Like, she does like a little, like, bump kind of thing or whatever.
Yep.
That always makes them laugh.
Oh, I'm on screen as Lana. Oh. Hello, everyone. It's me, Lana. No, it's not me. It's not Lana today. But
what's going on?
we're back.
Okay, there you are.
I had to go off cam for a second, but so Cornbread wins the challenge. We get our bottom two of June Jambalaya and Orion's story. Did you agree?
I guess in context of the talent show, yes.
Okay. I did not. I disagreed.
So who was your bottom?
My bottom two was Orion and Alyssa.
That's fair.
Because I think looking at the talent, June showed more talent than Alyssa for me. And on the runway, June's look for me was a little bit better than Alyssa's. Even though they were the same color palette, so I know my comments kind of seem a little bit hypocritical. But if you're looking at beige versus beige, I was more interested by June's look, despite the flaws, than I was with Alyssa's. I'm going to be honest. I think June was in the bottom because the lip sync song was Lizzo. I'm going to be honest.
That's fair.
Like, that's the perception I got.
That, like, she would be a better fit to do a Lizzo song over Alyssa.
Over Alyssa, absolutely. Because I don't think the judges were ready to get rid of Alyssa. I read into a lot of things as well, and I like see the production as I'm watching anymore because I overanalyze the fuck out of these shows too much. But regardless, June and Orion are lip syncing to I would say, I think definitively my favorite Lizzo song.
It's a great song.
Water Me. It's such a good song. There's a lot of Lizzo songs that I love, and I appreciate this song being the lip sync song because not a lot of people know this song. It's not one of her hit singles. It's not like anything like that, but it's an amazing Lizzo song. Mm-hmm. And I thought the lip sync overall, I thought was really, really good.
I really like the lip sync.
Like, obviously, June destroyed it.
June did destroy it.
But I thought Orion held her own.
Absolutely.
I thought what she was doing was interesting. The wig reveal was very unexpected for me, and I appreciated that.
The spinning jump split was
jump split. Like, everything Orion was doing was great, and I think if she was in the bottom against most of the other girls, she probably would have won the lip sync. But June Jambalaya slayed. Like, it was a really strong lip sync. And we say goodbye to Orion's story. Not the story I thought we were going to get this season. But
it makes me sad because I actually really liked Orion. Like, Orion's like hit for me going into the promos.
Yes. So here's the thing. It's speculation time because a bitch, aka me, overanalyzes this show, as has probably been evident.
Right.
And we know that the twist of the season is this chocolate bar shenanigans. Now, if you look at one of the trailers from the season, this is all speculation, by the way, I could be very wrong. But if you look at one of the trailers from the season, we get a shot of the cart with the chocolate bars in the workroom, and there are 14 of them. So, why would there be 14 of them if presumably Orion was just eliminated and someone's getting eliminated in episode 2?
Watch when it could be like even more dramatic than last season, where it's like, I guess it's like worst of the first half, worst of the second half, eliminated, but then they're really not eliminated, and then all 14 of them are back together, and then they get to the chocolate bar thing.
That's what I think is gonna happen. Or like maybe there's some sort of like lip sync between Orion and whoever gets eliminated in like the second premiere, and then Rue is like, just kidding, you both stay, like some bullshit like that. I think this is all completely a ploy, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is the last we've seen of Orion.
I hope not.
I hope not either, because I think she's incredible. But yeah, that's my
speculation. Please give me a chance to hold.
Oh my god. You and all of these, I mean, this time it's a homosexual, so at least that's a little bit stronger.
Fair.
But that's my speculation, and I'm sticking to it. So the last thing we have before we leave is a good old draft update, because if you missed our cast assessment, make sure to go check that out, first of all. But we did a draft here at the Cup for the season. Myself, Sam, and Nathan all drafted 4 queens each. And the 2 queens that went undrafted went to Team Cup, aka Lana and Taja, who don't watch Drag Race whatsoever. But we have an update on the draft standings. Would you like to hear it, Sam?
Yes, please. I'm pretty sure I know where I stand, but...
Great. So, in last place, with -1 points, is Team Cup, unfortunately.
Right.
Yes. So for context, Team Cup has June Jambalaya and Maddie Morphosis. In third place with 0 points is Nathan, because he didn't have a single fucking person in this premiere. All of his queens, for context, it's they have Lady Camden, Diabetti, Georges, and Jasmine Kennedy. None of them were in this premiere, so they have 0 points. And the funniest part of it all, Sam, we're tied for first.
Interesting.
Very. So we both have 5 points.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So the way that I go about the draft pointage is a very similar one to a lot of drafts that I've seen online. So mini challenge wins are 1 point. If you are in the top for a maxi challenge, you get 2 points. If you win the maxi challenge, you get another 2 points. And then if you are in the bottom 3, you lose a point. If you lip sync, you lose a point. And then if you survive the episode, you get 1 point. So my team, I have Angie and Deja, who are not in this episode. I have Bosco, who got 3 points, and I have Carrie, who got 2. And then Sam's team is Willow, who got 2 points, Cornbread, who got 5, Alyssa, who got 0, and Orion, who got -2. So averaging everything out, 5, 5, 0, and -1. And that's where we stand.
Interesting.
Very. I was like, oh shit, we're tied. Okay. And Sam will stay at 5 points going into episode 3, because
yes, I will.
You have no one from the second premiere on your team.
Yes, that is correct.
And I have 2. Nathan has 4, and Team Cup has 1. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But there's that. As always, we have a video that's over an hour and 15 minutes. That seems to just be our thing. Because it's every video at this point. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining us for episode 1 of our Drag Race season 14 review. The first of a lot of Drag Race episodes for this year, provided how many fucking franchises we're going to be getting. Nevertheless, we will be back next Thursday with episode 2. We'll be diving into the second big premiere, which looks like it's going to be the exact same episode with 7 different queens. So I'm on board.
Which I'm not opposed to, because
I'm not opposed either. I'm very excited. And with that, cheers.
Cheers.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye now.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Are you still here?